Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making one of our favorite desserts, and I think it would be a great time to share it now since it is November, but pumpkin pie. So I'm going to share with you this recipe that I have made. This comes from my coach recipe book, so I can always link it in the description below in case you want to purchase it. But with this pumpkin pie, you are looking into having 150 calories per serving, and the whole recipe gives you 8 servings. So even 2 servings is 300 calories. If you are someone part of the ACF team, then you know that this would fit into your 300 calorie snack. So if you're someone who likes something sweet towards the end of the night and you don't want to try the low calorie cheesecake, this would be another great option. It's very simple. This is the first time I'll be making the crust, so I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna see how that goes. You can purchase your own pie crust. Just know that it's not gonna be the same calories. It's gonna be higher in calories because the pie crust that you buy at the store, it is going to be higher as well. Now, all you need is I'm multitasking. I have my air fryer and I have my Instant Pot going because I am prepping food, so there might be a little bit of noise in the background. So all you need is pumpkin puree. You want to make sure you get the pumpkin puree, not the pumpkin pie, because that one will have calories. So I mean, this one has calories, but the other one will have sugar and it is too much. This is, you know, the one that you want. It's just pumpkin, nothing else added. And then you're gonna want fat-free evaporated milk. You're gonna want Splenda. And I have allspice. You can also use the pumpkin spice as well. I did not buy pumpkin spice, so I'm going to be adding allspice and cinnamon just for now. For the crust, you're gonna want Cheerios and applesauce. I will be putting the recipe as well in the description below. Now, let's get started. So I'm going to make quite a bit of noise because we want to make sure the pie crust or the Cheerios, you're going to blend it until it becomes a flour. So I'll mute the video while this is going on. So this will probably be a lot easier if you do it in the food processor, but I don't have a food processor, so we're just gonna do it in the blender. All right, I blended the Cheerios into flour. It's not the best, but this is what we're gonna do. And what you wanna do is preheat your oven at 425. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add the Cheerio flour that we just made. To the cup, you're going to add half a cup of applesauce, no sugar added. I have these, each one is 1/4 a cup, so I'm gonna use 2 of them. But if you buy a bigger applesauce, actually I'm only using 1. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm only gonna use 1. So for the crust, it does say to use brown sugar Truvia. Currently, I have this one, so I'm going to use this brown sugar one. It's 0 calories, so it has no calories. We're gonna use half a cup. Well, I just added some extra on the side, but you know. So for the crust, we're gonna add half a cup of the brown sugar, and then we're also gonna add 1/4 a cup of Splenda. So here I have the Aldi brand, but it's Splenda. Last time we made this, I bought store-bought crust. I was not gonna do this, but this time I was like, well, let me make it lower in calories and give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and mix and blend until it gets kind of like a crust. See how it's already kind of sticking together? There's definitely gonna be chunks of Cheerios in here, which is fine. You know what? This is pretty good. So then I have a maybe 9-inch pan. This is where I'm going to make my pie. We're going to spray some oil. Now we're gonna add it to the pan. One of my favorite things about cooking is that I say, I hope it comes out good. If not, oh well, we'll just have to redo it again. I have a spatula, so you wanna make sure we distribute this evenly. I'm not gonna run it to the sides. Just seems like it would be a little hard, in my opinion, to run it up the sides. So I'm just gonna make it on the bottom. If you're a professional and you wanna run it to the side, definitely would. All right, so the crust is pretty good. Now we're gonna get to probably the most easy part. This is where we're going to add the pumpkin puree, the carnation or evaporated milk. You're gonna need egg whites, the Splenda, cinnamon, allspice. If you have nutmeg or pumpkin spice, that could be another thing. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. Then we add it here and then we're just gonna bake it. Super simple. So let's add you back over here. I'm gonna use the same mixing bowl. You're gonna use the whole can of pumpkin puree. Then we're gonna open up our carnation milk. We're gonna use the whole can as well. 60 grams of egg whites. And it'll be half a cup of Splenda. We're gonna add a sprinkle of cinnamon in there. And then I have this allspice. Then you're just gonna mix. All right, it's all done. Now we're gonna add it to our crust. Man, I am making a mess. I'm gonna bring a little bit of the spatula to make sure that I get everything on the bowl. We're gonna bake it for about 30 minutes at 425. After those 30 minutes, we're gonna reduce the temperature to 200 and bake for another 30 minutes. Doesn't this look delicious? Okay, so my pumpkin pie has been baking now for a full hour. So I want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to let it cool down before I cut it, and I'll ask my husband to do a taste test because if he likes it, then it's really good. He obviously has had this one before, but it's the first time doing it with the crust. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty cooked, so there's no jiggle or anything like that. So we're gonna wait for it to cool down, and then once we cut into it, we do a taste test. I let the pumpkin pie cool down, and now we're gonna do our little taste test. I'm a little scared that it's not gonna come out well. I did 8 slices, not the best. Some of them were smaller than the other ones, but oh well. Now I'm gonna take it out from here. All right, so here is my slice. Moment of truth. I think I made my crust a little bit too thick, but oh well. This is really good. I think I messed up. I think I was supposed to bake the crust a little bit and make it a little bit thinner. But other than that, if you give this recipe a try and you like it, please let me know. All right, bye.